the Tennessee Titans.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time with
season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now this will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
The ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
The ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 64 yards.
And while they locked up the #1 seed last week, I don't expect them to change what they do in the running game. I expect them to continue to play the exact same way, but with a change up in personnel because they want to make sure that their #1 guy has fresh legs for the playoffs.
The ball carried by number
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Another carry for the running back.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Eli Apple. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Rodgers pass complete to Jerry Jeudy. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And the final 2 weeks, just like a formality pretty much, they're going to be the #1 seed, but there is the matter of that perfect record, 14-0 right now. How might that change how they approach these next 2 games?
And I think what it does is it forces you to come together as a team and as an organization and say, okay, what are we really trying to accomplish here? And what's the best way to reach those goals? For some teams, the best way is to stay focused, stay locked in, go for a perfect season, and then take that open week to rest and heal up before the playoffs begin. For others, okay, we've got it locked in. Let's start to tamp it down a little bit. Get these guys rested and ready to go. All depends on your organization. I think most players would tell you, let's go for the perfect 16-0.
And I think the fan base, they would usually say that as well, wouldn't they?
They certainly would. The hard part, though, is if you get beat along the way, we should have rested the guys.
Exactly.
You know how it works.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The last last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Hardman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It's the former Packer linebacker Blake Martinez with the tackle.
2 yards on.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
Landon Collins made the tackle. 1 yard gain.
2nd and 9 now.
At the tight.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Touchdown, Packers! A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Tennessee.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Man open, it's Goodwin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Complete to Kareem.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he gets it to James White. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That one is caught by Hunt.
Rodgers pass complete to Kareem Hunt. He's taken out of bounds.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards on
one of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. 3. Things considered a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he will find his man on the outside. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter, they'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. 13-10, the final score. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. 27-10, the final score. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. 11 yards there, first down.
The 42-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He was brought down.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
39-yard line.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. It's the former Packer linebacker, Blake Martinez, with the tackle.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought
The
down
8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and...
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. But the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
the 40.
Well, the second down throw on target. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Hunt. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 26. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with a fullback, DeMarco. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Tennessee.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
4-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Titans 6.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
29-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Vita Vea on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 33. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 23. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Packers 17, Titans 6.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
Rodgers pass. Complete.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gain of 8. Brings up
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
bulldozing his way through. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It's the former Packer linebacker Blake Martinez with the tackle.
Second and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Rodgers pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Complete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
To throw again. Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Packers defense, they ready themselves here. They've played excellent. Another stop here, that would just be the icing on the cake.
You definitely want to finish things off the way it's gone throughout the day, and it's gone awfully well for them. They don't want to give up any type of a fluke, any type of a big play here. That'll leave a bad taste in their mouth as they go in and celebrate.
Yeah, they want that good cake taste, right?
No doubt about it. That 6-layer cake.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Caught on the right side by Adams.
Rodgers pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it third down.
Covered by Jamal Adams.
Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to let it fly.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers on the left side. A catch by White. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Rodgers.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Packers, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.